Okay, so the video started recording. That means we live, y'all. We live. Hey, shout out to everybody watching this video right now. I hope y'all been progressing. Shout out to the members of the channel. We've been doing good. Shout out to Monta. Oh, let me turn the chat on. Monta talking about we hate YouTube. The war continues, bro. The war continues. Chosen J, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm glad you made it. You came in just on time. Monta said we got to see Makima. I was just gonna cold turkey y'all into this, but like I said, Monta said we got to see Makima, so y'all getting Makima. Let me clap that up one more time. The duality screen. The duality screen. And then I'm going to clap it up one more time because this says the Spider-Verse films have been the most streamed Spider-Man films in the U.S. since 2023. According to some name I can't pronounce, man. Let me clap that up, bro. Let me clap that up, bro. Let me clap that up. And I'm not going to lie. It just so happens, this post came out today. It just so happens that literally yesterday and today, I was watching the Spider-Man films. I was watching these Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. And after seeing them, I can confidently say that Into the Spider-Verse is probably my favorite Spider-Man film of all time. Neil's son, okay. Shout out to Miles and the crew. No cap, Upward Ninja, shout out to them. Spider-Man as a character transcends fiction. Spider-Man is real. No cap. We all wear the mask, bro. Fuck you talking about? I love Spider-Man because he's the epitome of perseverance. Even Miles Morales' character, the anomaly, the epitome of perseverance. Changing the timelines, changing canon events. I fuck with that. Are you gonna watch the Making of Diva video? What? The making of what? What? Anyways, here's the numbers right here. And after we talk about these numbers, we're going to talk about why Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse or the Spider-Verse movies is ultimately the biggest, even though a Tom Holland movie just came out. So it says the Spider-Verse films have 12.3 billion minutes viewed since 2023. Tom Holland Spider-Man has 10.6 billion minutes viewed. Tobey Maguire, 8.6 billion minutes viewed. And Andrew Garfield, he got 6.7. He got 6.7 billion minutes viewed. Now, obviously, this is all impressive. Can y'all hear the fan in the background? Let me turn this shit down, bro. I just got a fucking air purifier because this cat, bro. I got all this carpet down here. Nigga talking about 6.7. Golly, bro. We really lost. But yeah, I got an air purifier because this cat down here, bro. That should be annoying. Couldn't hear it. Okay. I turned it down though, because it was fucking with me a little bit. Now, like I was saying, when it comes to the Spider-Verse films, or when we talking about the Spider-Verse films and why they severely outperform the live action movies, to me, it's pretty simple. The video is goofy anyways. What? The diva, the diva shit, bro. Like, or are you talking about this Spider-Man video? Because you can't disrespect Spider-Man like that. Yes, yes to which one? Let me adjust my bifocals real quick because I'll really get into it about Spider-Man right now. Ain't nothing goofy about Spider-Man. Toby, Andrew, Miles, Tom at the bottom. What? The Diva video? So when did Blackboy Max come with a behind the scenes of a Diva music video? I like how he's still playing into that gimmick though. If he gonna do it, he might as well do it all the way. He should post his tattoo somewhere. Fuck it, just post the tat. Make the tat your profile picture. Overly commit, or it might get played out. I don't know. Maguire at the bottom. That really all the. I'm gonna say this. All the Spider-Man is great because everybody got a different opinion. Everybody has a different opinion, bro. Tom and Garfield on the top. See, my personal opinion, I like Tom Holland. I look at it like this. Tom Holland is the best overall Spider-Man, in my opinion. Tobey Maguire is the strongest, and Andrew is the best personality. That's the best way I could put it. Andrew Garfield personality shine and the style and swag. Toby is just a fucking tank, and Tom Holland is a blend between the two. He like the middle ground. The only difference is that Tom doesn't have a good villain yet, bro. Like he has okay villain, but it's not like one. It's not one clear, distinct villain. He had Mysterio, but Mysterio, nigga, Mysterio, really, Mysterio. But at the end, I can't even say that because the main villain of Across the Spider-Verse, I can't even say it's the Spot because I literally just watched this movie, y'all, earlier today. The reason Across the Spider-Verse is so good and Into the Spider-Verse is so good is because of a plethora of reasons, bro. Let's talk about Into the Spider-Verse real quick though, and why the Spider-Verse series has 2 billion more minutes viewed than all of the live actions. We got to be honest. The Spider-Verse series has more of appeal to a broader audience. And I was talking to my nigga Meech about this earlier today, and he brought up how the kids being able to connect with the animation is a big difference in viewership. You can have the live actions whoop-de-whoop, but it's not going to catch the eye of a child like all of the colors that you see when you look at a Spider-Verse film. This shit is so abstract and so different that it just pulls you in on an artistic tip. Also, the music. Kids love the music. People love the music. And Into the Spider-Verse, they had Sunflower. They had that What's Up Danger song. They had a lot of shit. They had a whole Spider-Man album that people was playing. It was so much back in this movie that just made it absolute cinema. And it gives it the edge in market value over all of the live action films. The live action films don't have no album attached to it with an actual good song. Now, Fisk was a good villain, but what made Into the Spider-Verse so good, it wasn't necessarily the villains, even though they played a role. It was the breath of fresh air. It was a Spider-Man setting that we've never seen before. Sure, you know, in 2021, they kind of took that little chunk out of it and put it in No Way Home, put in more than one Spider-Man on one screen. But we've never seen more than one Spider-Man on one screen in damn near source material fashion when it comes down to animation. When it comes down to animation in elite levels of animation, I'm not talking about no just regular cartoon. I'm talking about movie level quality of animation where you see all different types of Spider-Man. We've never seen that before, and they all cooperating on a crazy basis. You've never seen the female Dr. Octopus, so it took something familiar and added a unique individual spin on it. That's part of the reason that shit was so good, bro. And they killed Spider-Man. Another familiar aspect that they brought in. They showed your favorite villains in the beginning of the film. They showed who did they show? They showed the original Spider-Man fighting the Goblin. They showed the original Spider-Man fighting Fisk. They showed I think it was Tombstone. So they showed all of them niggas, but it was easily identifiable who they were. So it's like your brain is being tickled because you know who it is, you know exactly what's going on, but it's in a way that you never seen it before. Like look at the Into the Spider-Verse Goblin, bro. Look at this nigga. This is some shit. This is some little shit that made this so crazy. A little small detail like this is why this shit was so crazy. The Goblin and Into the Spider-Verse, this nigga looks like a demon. So it's taking something familiar and adding a unique spin on it. And you know the Spider-Man, like I said, the Spider-Man got slimed out. Oh well. Okay, Miles came in. Miles the coldest Spider-Man ever. So that's why the first one was so good. On top of the suit, bro, just look at this. The Nike collab and shit. Like, come on, bro. You can't get better than that, bro. You literally can't get better than that. What's up, David? What's the deal? You can't get better than that. And then now let's get into Across the Spider-Verse, bro. Across the Spider-Verse, and mind you, we are still talking about why these movies outperformed all the other ones. I just named all of the layers of appeal and attraction to one movie, and we 11 minutes in this video. All of that, mostly outside of the other Spider-Man talk and sidebar conversations. What I was just going on about is the appeal to Into the Spider-Verse. You can't say that about no other Spider-Man movie. You can't. All of the live actions, they don't have that same appeal. And a big thing is it's closer to the source material. It's almost like, y'all know how anime perform better than live actions? It's almost the same thing when it comes to comic books. We just not used to seeing it. They always trying to develop it live instead of develop it into an animation. But if you keep it closer to the source material or as close to the source material as possible, everybody, man, everybody gonna be pulled into it. It's gonna be way more, what? It's gonna be way more people flocking towards it. And now this, bro. This Across the Spider-Verse, this was literally a cinematic masterpiece, bro. So was Into the Spider-Verse. I still think, personally, that Into the Spider-Verse was a little bit better, but that's just a personal thing. I think objectively, this movie it takes it, bro. It takes it. The reason I would say the first one is better is because, like I said, the swag of the movie, the coming to feel, the breath of fresh air. I feel like I could watch that movie again right now and still feel the same. But this movie, bro, this Across the Spider-Verse movie, it has so many plot points that all tied in together neatly. I was going to give the credit to the spot, but it's not just the spot. Like I said, they took something familiar and put their own spin on it, bro. Their own unique spin on it. They even added a fan favorite, 2099, Miguel O'Hara, and made him one of the biggest antagonists. I'm not going to call him a villain, but I'm going to call him an antagonist. They made him one of the biggest antagonists. We have never seen Spider-Man versus Spider-Man in a film. We've never seen as many Spider-Man on one screen ever in life as we have in Across the Spider-Verse. That's why this shit is so special. They brought in Spectacular Spider-Man. They showed Insomniac Spider-Man. They showed Andrew Garfield. Did I mention that 2099 Spider-Man is the biggest antagonist? They showed all different types of shit. Even in the background, you can see this look like Insomniac Spider-Man right here. You can see the Fantastic Four Spider-Man. It goes on and on and on. So they had this main plot and the beautiful subplot of Gwen and her father. And then Hobie was just the, bro. This nigga, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hobie, bro, that nigga was the GOAT, bro. That nigga the MVP of this film for sure. Great supporting character. This movie was just absolute cinema, bro. The visuals, they did they shit. It does Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse. Honestly, it, in my opinion, it clears every single other Spider movie by a long shot, bro. Also, they was smacking the number 42 on them. If y'all know numerology or gematria, y'all know the number 42. That's the number for the universe, but it's also the number for black people. Actually means nigga. It means nigga, but they they keep throwing that number on him, and they keep calling him an anomaly because it wasn't supposed to be the way it was, bro. What's good, my 42? Hey, man, these movies deserve the most watch time, and once the third one comes out, it's gonna be solidified. Even in the last portion, him facing himself, we never seen nothing like that ever in Spider-Man history. So we gotta appreciate it and accept it. It says Spider-Verse getting that many minutes is because Across the Spider-Verse came out in 2023 and it came out on digital a couple months afterward. Whatever, nigga. This is it's the best one without a doubt. And it's going to continue to be the best one for a very long time. I think part 3 comes out in June of 27. So we going to see what's going on.